of times we get caught up like what Christianity did for us. Just like what the Israelites are doing. They're caught up in sorcery, magic, tricks. That's all it is. You can add all of them up together. They're just going to come out to be tricks. You trick somebody into believing something. Because we all thought we all came over here on slave ships. But they can't find one ship. Anybody know that? Did anybody know that? And don't get caught up in the CGI, AI photos. That class coming next. No slave ships. Nobody under them ships for 3 months, man. It's impossible.
That's right.
It's impossible, man. And don't get caught up. If you're not really open-minded, you're gonna believe what somebody else tell you. Who want to question these doctrines? They gonna look at the title and they attitudes gonna go because they not truly spiritual. To open up to think that no one has did no research, proven any facts, brung any documentation. Why they don't have a manifest?
A list of ships employed in the trade to Africa from the port of Bristol in 1749. TNA reference CO388-45PT1F5. On the Gold Coast. 1. Triton. Number of slaves, 150. Value of ships and cargoes, 10,000. 2. Antilope. Number of slaves, 230. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,000. 3. Juno. Number of slaves, 250. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,700. 4. Alexander. Number of slaves, 450. Value of ships and cargoes, 8,500. 5. Volunteer. Number of slaves, 320. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,600. 6. Molly. Number of slaves, 230. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,200. 7. Jamaica Packet. Number of slaves, 360. Value of ships and cargoes, 7,000. 8. Spy. Number of slaves, 320. Value of ships and cargoes, 6,000. 9. Swift. Number of slaves, 280. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,200. 10. Two Brothers. Number of slaves, 300. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,700. 11. Baltimore. Number of slaves, 280. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,500. 12. Polly. Number of slaves, 400. Value of ships and cargoes, 7,500. 13. Fly. Number of slaves, 220. Value of ships and cargoes, 4,600. 14. Jason. Number of slaves, 360. Value of ships and cargoes, 6,600. 15. Sylvia. Number of slaves, 250. Value of ships and cargoes, 5,400. 16. Sabella. Number of slaves, 180. Value of ships and cargoes, 3,400. 17. Cornwall. Number of slaves, 300. Value of ships and cargoes, 6,200. Bight of Benin, Bonny and Calabar. A bight is a curve in the coastline which forms an open bay. To the east of the Bight of Benin is the Bight of Bonny, formerly Bight of Biafra. The bight is part of the Gulf of Guinea. Calabar was a major port in the transportation of African slaves. 85% of slave ships that transported slaves from Calabar came from Bristol and Liverpool merchants.